Hello, Grand Rapids. This is Mark Washington, City Manager. Lots of things happening in our community. First of all, let me thank all the veterans who have served our country. I had the privilege of going to the Veterans Day Parade, being part of that. It goes so good to see many of you there. Thank you for what you have done for our country and community. Also, we have the results from the election from November the 5th. I want to congratulate Commissioners O'Connor, Moody, and the Mayor for their re-election, as well as congratulate Commissioner-elect Melinda Usasi on her election in the second ward as a newly elected commissioner. Let me also take this moment to congratulate and thank Commissioner Kelly for her 2 terms of serving as a city commissioner here in the city of Grand Rapids. The voters also passed the Parks millage, an increase to 1.25 mil that would allow us to have an additional $5 million a year to maintain all of the parks and the pools. And so that was overwhelmingly supported by the voters, I believe by a margin of 70%. So that sends a clear message of how important it is for the city to appropriately and maintain the parks and pools in this community, allow you an opportunity to recreate and utilize those spaces. On the recent commission meeting at November the 2nd, 12th, the commission also approved an amendment to our master plan, authorizing the South Division Corridor Improvement Plan, and that was a very community-engaged process with 2-year engagement effort. And I want to thank our Planning Commission, the members of the South Division Corridor planning team and the planning department for their efforts and their work in participating in that process and reimagining that space for our community. We've also recently expanded our parking downtown along Ottawa around the 600 block. There will be an additional 60-plus spaces for evening parking that will be available to businesses, retailers, and residents, and that will be after 5 but before 6 in the morning. So thank you for your support in that effort. We also had a public hearing on our weapons and noise ordinance, and there was good participation, good feedback from the community that will advise the commission before the ordinances, both of those ordinances are finally adopted. So thank you for coming out and giving feedback on that. We're looking forward to a workshop on November the 18th, beginning at noon, in which we will discuss our horizon issues as we begin looking at fiscal year 21 and determining what areas require more focus from the commission. There might be conversations around housing as well as homelessness. We want to be very deliberate in approaching and remedying the issue around homelessness, as well as public safety and other topics. So I anticipate we'll probably spend about 4 or 5 hours that day talking about major policy issues, and that will begin giving me as manager and staff indication of what priorities we should focus our efforts on, particularly around our fiscal planning based on that policy workshop. So stay tuned for that. Come out and witness, or you can also watch from home online. On the 19th of November, there will also be interviews for the finalists for the Comptroller. As you're aware, there is a vacancy, and the commission has gone through an application process, and the finalists will be interviewed on the 19th at 5:30 p.m. here at City Hall on the 9th floor in the Commission chamber. And finally, at the last commission meeting, there was action that was taken to approve a Brownfield Plan Amendment for the West Garfield apartment redevelopment project that will add additional affordable housing. So I want to thank the commission for that effort and for those project sponsors and our economic development team for bringing that project forward. This is the holiday season, and we are looking forward to the Art Van Santa Parade, which will be on November 23rd, and come out and join in the festivities. The parade begins at noon. And on November 28th, as we prepare for the Thanksgiving holiday, you'll have an opportunity to participate in the turkey trot and get ready for all of that good eating and dining, and so come on out and participate in festivities. Well, again, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy your holidays, and we'll look forward to talking with you in December.